good morning everybody. Well, it's a beautiful March day. There's hints of sun going on, so we're hopeful it's not going to rain today. And we've come out to this lovely forest, which is not far from where we live, right on the edge of the New Forest. But today's location is a mystery because we're in search of buried treasure. Yes, we are geocaching today, and for anybody who's not familiar with geocaching, you need to go visit www.geocache.com. I'll put the link in. All you need to do is to type in your postcode and you will see how much buried treasure there is around the area where you live. Well, very excitingly today we have what is called a travel bug. And we are going to leave that in one of the boxes of buried treasure in this wood. So I'll tell you a little bit more about that later and we'll get walking. Okay, so we've walked a little bit into the woods now, and I'm using my little handheld GPS device. These days you can use your mobile phones, which are just as good, and you can download the app for geocaching. And we have navigated in the area of where our box of buried treasure is. Now what happens is somebody hides this buried treasure and they own this box and they maintain it, so they make sure it doesn't get damp, make sure things that are placed in the box are appropriate. And you can trade little trinkets, nothing of any value whatsoever, maybe a badge, maybe a pen. So that's what we're going to be doing, but this is where we're going to drop off our travel bug. First of all, I wanted to show you my trusty geocaching bag. Here you see some badges that I've picked up from other boxes of buried treasure. Okay, so this is our travel bug that we're going to release today. Now the idea is we put it in a box and then another visitor will come and pick it up and move it on to another box. We've called this one Sandy Prawn to mark the launch of this channel, and we'll see how far our little Sandy Prawn travel bug reaches, and we'll update you in a future vlog. So here it is, here's the little box, and we've just got to be careful there's nobody watching us do this because it's all very secretive. So there's the little prawn, and I'm going to put him inside. As you see, there's a little notebook and there's some crayons and other random items in there. But there he goes, Mr. Prawn, in you go. And what I'll do now is log on the website that I've left him here so that other people will know where to find him. Let's hide him again. I'll bury it a little bit better. Some more twigs I think are needed. There we go, that's nice and safe. Very important. Normally I put gloves on, to be honest, while I'm rooting around underneath trees, but we're going to gel up because we've touched that box. And let's go on to step number 2 now. need to go that way. the GPS has brought us here. This is the second one in these woods. So I've got my trusty glove on and I'm going in. And there it is, more buried treasure. Okay, so here we are at the final location, the third geocache. Sadly, I think it's been compromised as we couldn't find it or we're in the wrong place. But it's been a lovely walk and just so nice to get out in the countryside. So what more can I tell you? I started doing this in 2006, and whenever we've been on holiday, I've had a quick look on the geocaching website just to see if there's any buried treasure near where we're staying or where we can walk to. So yeah, I really recommend you check out that website, see what's near you, because there's probably buried treasure really near where you live.